Next two events are club events. What that means is that they will be handicapped off the start. Handicaps are organised by reference to the average age of the crew, because these crews are a mixture of open and masters competitors. So depending on their average age, they receive a respective handicap.
We have 2 minutes till the start of event number 83, the Women's Club Final. Lane 1, Marin Rowing Association. Lane 2, Portland Boat Club. Lane 3, Boulder Community Rowing. Lane 4, Mile High Rowing Club. Lane 5, Lake Casitas Rowing Association. Lane 6, Colorado Rowing Camp.
We have alignment. I will begin the count. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35.
And we have the staggered start for the Women's Club 8 final, event number 83. The first crew to start was in lane 2, the Portland Boat Club. And this one's tough to call because it all should pan out by the time they get to the 2,000 meter mark. Right now, the distance from the lead crew, the trailing crew, is about 6 or 7 boat lengths. So the early leader, of course, is the boat that started first, the Portland Boat Club in lane 2. Second position in lane 1, the Marin Rowing Association. Then it's out to lane number 4, the Mile High Rowing Club. Then out to lane 6, Colorado Rowing Camp. Then back to 5, Lake Casitas Rowing Association. And the last boat to start, and the furthest boat from the leader right now, is in lane 3, the Boulder Community Rowing Incorporated. First cruise past the 500 meter mark, pretty much the same order they started.
This is the Women's Club final. Again, it's a handicapped event. In theory, they should all arrive at the finish line at the same time. In practice, that's not what happens. In practice, what happens is that age is only one factor in the race, and the ability to get the oar in and out together effectively at the catch and the release is much more important. They're still in the first 1,000. They've probably completed about 750 meters rowing at the moment. That looks like the crew from Marin. A bit difficult to see the bow number from here. So at the moment in the lead, we have Marin, closely tracked by Boulder. Boulder seem to have caught up some ground on Marin, but they don't seem to be making much of an impression at the moment. Although that may have just been the angle that we were seeing this race on the Jumbotron. Because as they come into sight of the naked eye, it would seem as though it is the crew from Portland, I beg their pardon, who I've been misidentifying as Boulder, who are the crew in the lead. My apologies to both crews. It's Portland at this stage who appear to have moved out and to be moving out to a lead over Marin. So this is Portland Boat Club, who have moved past Marin, but coming up on the outside very strongly are Colorado and Mile High. We have three crews from Colorado in this race. Portland Boat Club gone out to about 3/4 of a length lead over Marin. Marin are challenging hard back. In the middle, Mile High being challenged by their in-state rivals, Colorado. Marin fighting back against Portland. Portland trying to hold them off. Big finish from Marin. Portland are going to have to up it from here. There's been a slight discombobulation in the bow end of the Portland boat. And as they come to the line, that seems to have been enough for Marin to sneak home in front of Portland. Followed by Mile High, followed by Colorado. And a real tussle here between Boulder and Lake Casitas. On the replay, we see Marin get there ahead of Boulder. Sorry, get there ahead of Portland. So that was interesting. Portland caught up to Marin, went by Marin, but Marin had it in the final 500 to be able to come back at them and go past them. And there was a little bit of a minor shipwreck in the Portland boat during the last 50 meters. That might have been just enough to stop their forward progress and allow Marin to scrape through. Next event is a similar event to the previous one, except this time it's the men's club final. Again, they will be leading the start line according to their handicaps. Those handicaps are based on age. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the youngest crews are the fastest crews.
Okay, this is event 84, the men's club final. A staggered start. In lane 1, Long Beach Rowing Association. Lane 2, San Diego Canoe and Kayak Team. Lane 3, Sacramento State Aquatic Rowing Center.